President Biden doing this impression is not something I ever thought I was going to see, but is certainly something I never knew I absolutely needed today.
Republican, not a single one, House or Senate, voted for that legislation. We also passed once-in-a-generation investment in our nation's roads, highways, bridges, railroads, ports, airports, water system, high-speed internet. We got a little help from Republicans, but not a lot, but enough to get it passed. But the truth is, there are a lot more Republicans taking credit for that bill than we actually voted for it. I see them out there, and now we're going to build this new bridge here. We're all for it. And by the way, this new road, and we're going to have an internet that's going to be all the way. I love them, man. They ain't got no shame. They don't have any shame.
That was Mitch McConnell, wasn't it? President Joe Biden was doing Senator Mitch. Not just any Mitch, the Mitch who takes credit for stuff he didn't do.
We've, tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing landmark civil rights legislation. We've elected an African-American president.
He didn't vote for or support Obama. He wouldn't have passed the Civil Rights Act if he had the chance. He wouldn't have fought in that war if he were in that position. So other than trying to scrub unpopular views or stances or political leanings off the record and off of websites, the go-to move from the GOP is taking credit for stuff they didn't vote for or support. Don't just take Biden's word for it.
This past weekend, Iowa Democrat Liz Mathis, who's trying to unseat Republican Congresswoman Ashley Hinson, called Hinson out for trying to take credit for the infrastructure bill, even though she voted no.
She voted no. Now remember that. But also took credit about 2 weeks later for a project that was funded by infrastructure money. That is not the Iowa way.
So if Republicans are taking credit for stuff they either didn't do or vote for or support, what do they have to offer the American people that came along because they introduced it? Seems like a bunch of culture war stuff, which are made up issues combated with vague, unnecessary laws. Meanwhile, after the abortion ruling, more women and men seem to be registering to vote right in time for midterm elections. And with the news that the Republican Attorney General in Arizona will be trying to overturn student loan cancellation, and I can only imagine how the American people, Democrat and Republicans alike, will respond when $10,000 or $20,000 are taken out of their pockets. I mean, we know from PPP loans and tax breaks that conservatives will take the money. I'm simply wondering how the GOP is going to make the financial and economic lives of Americans better. Because lately I've just been getting a Kamala Harris-style word salad.
We're going to get back to basics. Republicans are going to win landslide elections, not just because Joe Biden has done such a poor job and congressional Democrats have failed the American people on the economy, crime, and the border, but because we have a positive agenda to secure the border, to get back to basics, to stop the flow of drugs into our communities, to prevent people on the terror watch list from coming across the southern border.
How can they tout policies that they have nothing to do with, as if they think they are good for America, without their own policies that benefits these United States? What makes these politicians good for America? For Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. To see additional content from yours truly, click on the Jeff Wiggins hashtag. You can also find me on my YouTube channel, We Gonna Be Alright. Thanks for watching.